Hi, this is Ezra from ezrasvoice.com. Today I'm sharing how to use an MP3 for your Google Voice voicemail. At ezrasvoice.com, we record professional voicemails for clients, and the one question we always get is, can you upload an MP3 file to my Google voicemail? The answer is yes, and today I'm showing how you can do this too by using your computer and or by downloading some free software from the internet. Let's get started. You know how a good house starts with a solid foundation? Well, a super sounding Google voicemail starts with a high quality MP3 file, assuming you want to use an MP3. Google Voice over IP voicemail is a cloud based service. This means it's not crystal clear, so your MP3 should be formatted correctly and edited properly so that when you use that MP3 on Google Voice, you're getting the best sound out of Google possible. If your MP3 is not high quality, your voicemail won't sound good. To create an MP3 file with our recommended settings, see a link to a video we created on this in the description below. Google only allows you 1 minute for a voicemail, so your voicemail message should be a maximum of 59.5 seconds long and start between a half to 1.5 seconds or more into the MP3. I'll explain why later. As a quick guide, 1 minute amounts to about 150 words and 30 seconds, 75 words. One quick note before we get started, as of the making of this video, Google Voice does not offer the ability for you to upload any kind of audio file to Google Voice. The methods I'm showing you here teach you how to transfer sound from the MP3 to your Google voicemail, and no, this does not involve you playing the MP3 on your computer and holding up a phone to record. Okay, now let's get to the how-tos of using your MP3 on Google Voice. There are two methods you can use. Method one is what I call stereo mix, and we actually copied instructions on how to do this for you from the Google forum. Method two is what I refer to as downloading an internal mic, and I'll show you this method step by step. Method one, stereo mix. To successfully use method one, your computer needs to have certain settings. If it does not have the settings needed, move on to try method two. To go immediately to the instructions, you can follow the link in the video description below. But before doing so, here's one quick shortcut for you to see if your computer is capable of using this method. See if you can change your Windows sound setting to stereo mix. Go into your Windows sound settings. To do so, right-click the speaker icon in your taskbar, or go through Control Panel and select Recording Devices. Next, change your recording device to stereo mix. If you have it, it will look something like this. If you don't have it, try right-clicking your mouse to pull up a box that says Show Disabled Devices, Show Disconnected Devices, and check each box to see if stereo mix shows up. If you're able to select stereo mix, you're well on your way. See a link to the full instructions below this video in the video description. If your computer does not have stereo mix as an option, this will not work for you. Try method two. Method two, downloading an internal microphone. If you could not use method one, we need to download a microphone to your computer, and we'll do so using screamingbee.com. You can choose any online microphone that will work and substitute it for Screaming Bee. However, for this example, we'll be using Screaming Bee. We'll also be using Skype. You'll need to have an internet-based telephone on your computer for this method to work. Okay, here we are at screamingbee.com. Screaming Bee has a great product called Morph Vox Pro. Think of it as an internal microphone for your computer. This is an application that you must download onto your computer. They have a trial period that allows you to use it for a short time, and thereafter, if you like it, you can purchase it. When you first open it, you want to make sure you uncheck these two boxes because they will distort your voice. Next, we have this on mute. You can test to see if you need it on mute. I think we got an echo sound when we listened to the MP3 on Google Voice, which is why we recommend you mute it. You can test this. Okay, next. You now want to upload your MP3 file to Morph Vox Pro. You can only upload an MP3 to Morph Vox Pro, so if you have any other type of audio file, just convert it first. Okay, we're uploading the MP3 as a sound effect. So click here on Advanced. Then click on Customize. Click Next. Make sure Create New Sound Effects Pack is checked here. Click Next. Give it a name. Click Add and select the file to upload here. Click Next and wait a few moments. And voila, it's uploaded. And you'll see your file here. Let's take a quick listen to how it sounds. Hi, this is Ezra with Ezra'sVoice.com. Okay, that sounds great. Now we're going to open Skype. On Skype and on whichever internet-based phone you use, you want to make sure that you've selected the Screaming Bee microphone for your microphone in your telephone application. So here in Skype, go to Tools, then Options, then Audio Settings, and you'll see the microphone options here. Make sure Microphone Screaming Bee Audio is selected. Then click on Save, and now you can get started. So now you'll see how coordinated you are. Before you call your Google Voice telephone number, make sure your MP3 file is ready to be played. Next, call your Google Voice telephone number. When it picks up, press the star key and go through the prompts. It will ask you for your PIN number, which is what you set up in your Google Voice account, and an associated telephone number, which is the telephone number that you have Google Voice calls forwarded to. If you have forgotten any of this information, just log into your Google Voice account and retrieve the info from there. Okay, moving on. After you've gone through the login process, Google will say,
"Start recording after the tone."
Now, right after you hear that beep, that's when you must press the play button on Morph Vox. Now, let's revisit quickly what I said earlier about building in at a minimum of a half-second delay before your voice message starts to play on your MP3 file. Because there will be a slight delay between when the beep ends on Google and when your finger hits the play button on Morph Vox, build in at least a half a second delay on the MP3 file before your voice message starts to play. If your voicemail happens to be 59.5 seconds long, you're going to have to be pretty quick at timing when that beep ends and when you press play on Morph Vox. It may take some practice, but you'll get it. Okay, let's go through this once. Take a listen.
When you are finished, press the pound key.
Hi, this is Ezra with Ezra'sVoice.com. We are testing how to use an MP3 for your Google Voice voicemail.
Your current greeting is, "Hi, this is Ezra with Ezra'sVoice.com. We are testing how to use an MP3 for your..." To keep this greeting, press 1, or to re-record, press 2. Your settings have been updated.
Okay, that transferred well. It sounds great. If after you upload your high-quality MP3 file to Google Voice and you don't like the way it sounds, try calling back at a different time of day. I find that calling in the early morning tends to give you the best chance of great sound quality. Remember that if you would like for us to create an MP3 file and or your Google Voice for you, just give us a call or visit us online. Another way to use your MP3 on Google Voice is to first log into your Google Voice account online. Google allows you to save multiple voice messages. You can see we have quite a few here. You can have a welcome greeting, an after hours greeting, holiday greeting, etc. To record a specific greeting and give it a name like we've done here, you must record within your Google Voice account. So to start, log into your account. Then click this gear icon to go into settings. We're already in settings, as you can see. So next, click on the Phones tab. It's here that you can enter the telephone number you want Google to call you on now so that you can use your MP3 file. So in this video, we've been using Skype, and the number we've associated with Skype is listed here already, and it's named Ezra's Voice. Every number will have a name associated with it. This is important to remember for later. The telephone numbers that you have in this area are referred to as your associated account telephone numbers. Okay. Next, to enter a new number, simply click here on this link, Add Another Phone. Go through the motions and your phone will then appear in this window. Next, click on Voicemail and Text, and then Record New Greeting. And a box like this will pop up asking you to give your new greeting a name. It's here that you can say Holiday Greeting or After Hours Greeting. Check whether you want this to be the default greeting that plays whenever someone calls, and then click Continue. Now it's asking what phone Google should call you on right now for you to record your greeting. Remember, we named the telephone number we entered as Ezra's Voice, so that's what's selected here. Now hit connect and the process will be exactly the same as we went through previously. You must first have Morph Vox open and ready to play your MP3 file, and then you must have Skype open and ready to receive your call. After you hit connect on Google and you see that it says calling you just need to deal with Morph Vox and Skype, so you don't need the full Google Voice window visible on your screen. You need it open, but you don't need it visible. So when Google calls you, pick up and you will hear,
"Start recording your greeting after the tone. When you are finished, press pound."
Now, The second that beep finishes, press play on Morph Vox and follow the prompts on Google. Take a listen.
Start recording your greeting after the tone. When you're finished, press pound.
Hi, this is Ezra with Ezra'sVoice.com. We are testing how to use an MP3 for your Google Voice voicemail.
Your current greeting is... Hi, this is Ezra with Ezra'sVoice.com. We are testing how to use an MP3 for your Google Voice voicemail. To keep this greeting, press 1, or to re-recording save. You may now hang up to end.
I'm actually recording the playback from Google in a big open room here and through a computer speaker, so the sound's not as clear as if you were to call Google directly to hear it. From where I'm sitting, I can tell you it sounds pretty good. I wanted you to hear the actual Google Voice prompts for the purposes of this video, so we're going back in between recording live and doing a pre-recording. Okay, now you can listen to it on your computer through Google. Take a listen.
Hi, this is Ezra with Ezra'sVoice.com. We are testing how to use an MP3 for your Google Voice voicemail.
Phew, we're done. So I hope this helps you. At Ezra'sVoice.com, we create professional audio recordings for voicemails, on-hold messages, TV commercials, and online videos, corporate narrations, and radio. If you would like for us to write your voicemail, record an MP3, and create your Google voicemail, contact us at Ezra'sVoice.com or email Ezra@Ezra'sVoice.com or call in the USA 347-809-5482.